Randolph Memorial Field in Randolph, Massachusetts. It's the EFL on ABT. The EFL's 33rd season, ABT's 4th, as the Randolph Oilers host the Boston Braves. Hello, everybody. I'm John Horrigan, joined by Peter McGowan and... Oh, Pete, hey, another year, ABT and the EFL, and this is going to be a dandy as Randolph has been to the final game for the last 3 seasons. They took the title in 1990, but things are definitely looking up for the Oilers.
They sure are. First thing is Chris Noble came over from the Hyde Park Cowboys, and he's going to be playing quarterback for the Oilers.
You mentioned the Hyde Park Cowboys. Well, the Hyde Park Cowboys are no more. The core of the team has been sold to a new owner, and hence they're the Boston Braves. The core of the Hyde Park Cowboys, though, are returning to this Boston Brave team, and this is a rivalry that goes back for quite some time. From 1980 through 1986, Randolph never defeated Hyde Park, but since 1987, Randolph has never lost to Hyde Park. And Randolph's march to the title, although they've dominated play the last 2 years, and Randolph's march to the title in 1990, as we remember, the only close game they went undefeated that season was a 3-2 victory over Hyde Park, a baseball game.
That was another hot summer day, the EFL on ABT. Football played in the summer, folks, and you're seeing it tonight.
When he says summer, it's 92 degrees down on the field. It's probably well over 100 here in the booth. We're melting, but it's typical EFL weather. The beginning of the season is always brutal.
Sure is. It's a hot night tonight, John. The EFL on ABT. We're in our 5th season.
So we'll return with the opening kickoff right after this. You're watching
the EFL on ABT.
Perfect. Typical.
Good evening and welcome to Randolph High School, where today the Randolph Oilers will face the Boston Braves. The first game of the EFL season, and now it's John Horrigan on the public address.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Randolph Memorial Field, featuring Week 1 of the 33rd season of the Eastern Football League, as the Randolph Oilers host the Boston Braves. Here are the starting lineups. First for the Boston Braves in their first ever EFL game. At center, number 58, Alex Wright. At left guard, number 70, Harry Harding. At right guard, number 67, Rob Green. At left tackle, number 66, Scott Thompson. At right tackle, number 79, Mel Green. At quarterback, number 12, Mike Bradley. At tailback, number 33, Derek Wright. At fullback, number 45, Reggie Williams. At tight end, number 84, Kevin Foster. At wide receiver, number 86, Rob Hansen. And at flanker, number 82, Rich Gideon. Now the defensive alignment for the Boston Braves. At right defensive end, number 30, Roosevelt Robinson. At right defensive tackle, number 91, Frank Garden. At left defensive tackle, number 59, Larry Celester. At left defensive end, number 53, Al Gillens. At left inside linebacker, number 42, Derek George. At right inside linebacker, number 56, Roger Sumter. At right cornerback, number 25, Steve Johnson. At left cornerback, number 6, Doug Hernan. At free safety, number 28, Ron Jones. At strong safety, number 24, Todd Stuckey. The Boston Braves, formerly the Hyde Park Cowboys, are coached by AFA Hall of Famer Larry DeVoe in his 20th season with the ball club. He's assisted by Fred Rabaney, Bobby DeVoe, Jim Perello, Rich Young, John Mitchell, and Rich Peterson. The Boston Braves are owned by Ford's Boston, the sports bar, at 166 Canal Street, across from the Boston Garden. Now the starting lineups for your home team, Randolph Oilers, as they kick off their 20th season. At center, number 75, Dave Joyce. At right guard, number 69, Norm Eliason. At left guard, number 63, Joe Baker. At right tackle, number 78, Chris Jelinas. At left tackle, number 66, Royce Terrell. At tight end, number 89, Jerome Penn. At quarterback, number 7, Chris Noble. At flanker, number 00, Ricky Witt. At split end, number 2, Mark Harding. At tailback, number 21, Jay McGee. At fullback, number 13, Sean Crowley. Now the starting defense for your home team, Randolph Oilers. At nose tackle, number 90, John King. At right defensive end, number 74, Keith Egan. At left defensive end, number 93, John Gates. At right outside linebacker, number 99, Tom Curlis. At left outside linebacker, number 59, Frank Calabro. At left inside linebacker, number 55, Ryan Craig. At right inside linebacker, number 57, Dave Adams. At right cornerback, number 27, John Epps. At left cornerback, number 14, Brian Pagel. At strong safety, number 11, Neil Crowley. And at free safety, number 12, Tom Denny. Bob Turner is in his 5th season as head coach of the Randolph Oilers. He's been the EFL Coach of the Year 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He's assisted by Paul Killinger, Rick Rodman, Fred Turner, Eddie Penn, George Fopiano, Bill Drummey, Billy Turner, and the trainers are Butch Raines and Chris Constantino. The Randolph Oilers are owned by Peter O'Kane and Randolph's O'Kane News.
John, this here, I want you to announce a cup to it.
From Randolph Memorial Field in Randolph, Massachusetts, it's the EFL on ABT, the 33rd season of the Eastern Football League, and the 20th of the Randolph Oilers as they host the Boston Braves in their first season, although they come steeped in tradition as they are formerly the Hyde Park Cowboys. I'm John Horrigan, along with Peter McGowan. A steaming night here, Pete, and it's going to heat up down on the field.
Oh, it sure is. It's a scorcher. But tonight, John, the Randolph Oilers kind of have a new look to them as they have Chris Noble's going to be starting at quarterback. And another acquisition that the Randolph Oilers made in the off-season is Terry Branch. He's going to be playing running back. He's of course from Hockomock. Now we have the national anthem on ABT. From Randolph High School in Randolph, Massachusetts, we're going to be seeing the Randolph Oilers battle the Boston Braves in this first EFL game of the season here on ABT. You saw the flag hardly moving at all during the national anthem, and that's no breeze to speak of really, and it's quite humid and sticky up here as well as down on the field. The captains are getting ready to go out there.
Here are their starting lineups. First offensively for the Randolph Oilers. At center is Dave Joyce. The right guard is first-team EFL All-Star Norm Eliason. The left guard is 63 Joe Baker. The left tackle Royce Terrell. The right tackle Chris Jelinas. The tight end is Jerome Penn. At quarterback, a newcomer. He's a refugee from the former Hyde Park Cowboys, Chris Nobile. In the backfield, the tailback will be Jay McGee. The fullback, Sean Crowley, but they'll shuttle in Michael Waith. The split end will be Mark Harding, and the flanker will be Ricky Witt. Defensively for the Boston Braves, formerly the Hyde Park Cowboys. The right defensive end, Roosevelt Robbins. The left defensive end, Al Gillens. The left defensive tackle, Larry Celester. The right defensive tackle, Frank Garden. The left inside linebacker, Derek George. The right inside linebacker, Roger Sumter. The free safety, Ron Jones. The strong safety, Todd Stuckey. The right cornerback, Steve Johnson. And the left cornerback is Doug Hernan. The officials for tonight's game. The referee is George Murphy, the umpire, Jim Kearney. The line judge, Paul Howard. The back judge, Pat Murphy. The field judge, Dick Shanahan. Last year, Randolph 8-2, Pete, went to the final game where they lost to the Marlboro Shamrocks for the second time in as many years. It was an outstanding ball game, but they came up a little shy. The final there was 22-19. As they lost in the waning seconds, they went for it.
That was a squeaker, John. That was another great game here on ABT, the Eastern Football League, the EFL on ABT in our 4th season. Of course, this is the 33rd season of the Eastern Football League. The Eastern Football League has had a few different names along the years, John. The big game is going on here tonight, though. Randolph and the Boston Braves.
So as we get ready, the new Boston Braves, well, they get the Washington Redskin type uniforms. They've got a type of maroon trimmed in white and gold. And the Oilers in their familiar navy blue trimmed in goldenrod. Well, the Oilers will be kicking off. Game time temperature 92 degrees, barometric pressure 29.98 and steady. Rain is in the forecast, wind blowing from the west at about 8 miles per hour. The high temperature today, Peter, went up to 102 in Weymouth.
Woo! That's down by the ocean, folks. Kicking off for the Randolph Oilers, it's going to be, say that name for me, please, John.
Josh Mishara. He'll do the deep kicking and kickoffs for the Oilers.
He's another newcomer to the
Josh Mishara will kick off.
Randolph Oilers. Formerly, it was Ricky Witt doing the kicking in years gone by, but this guy looks like he's ready to go out there, as well as do the Boston Braves. Joyce is down deep to receive the kick, along with Bernard Lynch. And we're underway here in the EFL on ABT. Taking the kick will be Joyce. Joyce coming back to the middle of the field, breaks a few tackles, gets over the 20-yard line, and gets dropped at about the 22. He's going to be first down at 10 for the Boston Braves. 12-yard return by Joyce. It'll be first down at 10 for the Boston team at the 24.
At center for the Boston Braves is Alex Wright. The left guard, Harry Harding. The right guard, Rob Green. The left tackle, Scott Thompson. The right tackle, Mel Green. The tight end, Kevin Foster. They're going to come out with a 2 tight end set, Kevin Foster and Rob Hansen. And then Rich Gideon will be the flanker. In the backfield, the fullback, Reggie Williams. The tailback, Derek Wright. And the quarterback is Mike Bradley.
There's Bradley up under center. He's got a straight-eye backfield, and he gives to the tailback back there, who makes a couple of nice moves, but the surging Oiler defense was right over there. On the stop over there, it looked like Royce Terrell made the hit. Wright made the carry, gained only about a yard down there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So it was a well-strung out defense exhibited by the Oilers over on the left side, John. The big outside linebacker Terrell shot over there and shut down the corner for only a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 from the Boston 25. Wide left is the receiver for the Boston team. It's a pitch back down there to right. Right, nowhere to go. Breaks one tackle, moves it out over the 30, gets down to about the 33-yard line, close to the first down. Tom Dennehy coming over, made the tackle over there. It is a first down. So it's the first down of the ball game there for the Boston Braves. Moving it upfield back there. Randolph Oilers getting back to it. Ball's at the 35-yard line, we'll call it. First down to 10.
Defensively for the Randolph Oilers, the nose tackle is John King, the left defensive end John Gates, the right defensive end Keith Egan, the right outside linebacker Tom Curlis, the left outside linebacker Frank Calabro, the right inside linebacker Dave Adams, left inside linebacker Ryan Craig, the strong safety Neil Crowley, the free safety Tom Dennehy, the left cornerback Brian Pago, and the right cornerback is John Epps.
Sprint out right by Bradley over there, John. Throw over to Hansen. Falls incomplete. Bring up 2nd down. Just a quick little rollout right there, John, and it was kind of in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Hansen, over there. Makes it a 2nd down at 10. The EFL on ABT in its 4th season welcomes the Boston Braves. They look pretty good out there, John. 2nd down at 10. It's a straight-eye backfield, the backfield of Wright and Williams. Bradley under center. He's got a wide out over there, and Rich Green. The toss back to Wright. Wright, nowhere to go. Nice tackle on the play over there to shut down the corner. Nice tackle made by Bob Burr for a short gain. Check that. That was Frank Calabro on that hit there. It's a switch in programs, folks. Nevertheless, it's a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, we'll call it 8. This is 3rd down is big play coming up for the Oilers now. They've got them where they want them. Bradley up under center. Once again, the straight-eye backfield, and right and wrong. The give is to right up the middle, and nowhere to go as coming over down there, John, was a nice hit put on by the lineman for the Randolph Oilers. John King made a nice stop. Shed his blocker and got in there. Brings up a 4th down for the Boston Braves. Good defense exhibited that stint by the Randolph Oilers, as it's a punting situation for the Boston Braves. Harding and Picolia down deep. Brown is going to do the punting for the Boston Braves. There we go. He's a lefty. He gets it up there. It's a nice spiral kick. Looks like Harding's going to take it, and he's going to the left side now. Nice tackle made by the special teamsman for the Braves down there, John. It looked like Roosevelt Robinson got down there quickly. 31-yard punt by Brown. Return made by Mark Harding. It was a loss of 1 on the play, as good special teams put on down there by Boston. Gives the Randolph Oilers 1st down and 10 on their own 29-yard line. First time we're going to see Chris Noble operate as a Randolph Oiler. Here he comes up the center, and there's Jay McGee in the backfield, and Ricky Witt's coming wide, as well as Sean Crowley's coming out. We've got a single setback, and that's Jay McGee. Here we go, the give to McGee. It's off tackle to the right, and it's stuffed up down there. A good tackle put on by Robinson, it looked like. John made a nice stop down there for a short gain. See, the Randolph Oilers are going to be shuffling in and out players as the game goes on, as you see McGee and, of course, Clifford coming out.
Clifford, a longtime veteran for this team, Pete.
Tall, big guy. He's been around. He knows how to play the game. That's why he's been in for so many years. We've got a new look to the offensive setup for the Oilers, as they've got 2 in the backfield. It's Crowley and Waith. Wide right is Ricky Witt, and wide left is Mark Harding. And there's the give to the tailback. It looked like it's Michael Waith down there, John. He picks up a good chunk on the play. We'll see where the referee spotted it. That's good blocking, though, in the middle of the line, as well as good running by Mike Waith. And as he comes right out, it's a gain of we'll call it 6 yards, close to 7. More shuffling by the Randolph Oilers as they're a confident bunch, well coached, of course. Bob Turner.
Mike Waith, 4th in the EFL last year in rushing with 566 yards and 3 touchdowns. He averaged 6.4 yards per carry.
Whew. So made him number 1. He had the men out in front of him to do it as well. Mark Harding is wide right. Wide left, it looks like it's Ricky Witt. It's a straight-eye backfield. His movement is Jay McGee. Busts it left, but there are flags down. Looked like there might have been movement perhaps along the line, John. Oh, Nobile pointing to the defense, so it could be illegal hitting. They touched him probably down there. Illegal penetration, shall we say.
You just made up 3 new penalties.
Thank you. Michael Waith shuffled back in. It's offside against the Boston Braves.
Pete, of course, a lot of tradition in the name Boston Braves, and I'm not talking about the American Hockey League team.
No. Goes back. We all know the Boston Braves used to play down the polo fields, right? In BU. Here we are. So here we go. It's Nobile. Play action. Throwing it over the middle for Ricky Witt. Goes up. Had 2 defenders on him, John. It was good defensive play. Fell incomplete. Good coverage by Stuckey, and there was another guy down there. He was Bernard Lynch. Incomplete on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
This Boston team, we'll call them Boston, but Hyde Park has always been effective if they get over 100 yards in penalties. They liken them to the LA Raiders. They like to play, I'm not going to say dirty, but aggressive.
It's a new owner now, John. We're going to give him a chance here. Wide right, it looks like it's Jay McGee. No, right on the right over here. Jay McGee on the carry. It's a nice defensive play in there in the middle of the field. Stuff things up. 7-yard gain by Jay McGee. So, brings up 3rd down.
Pete, last year, Jay McGee, 3rd in the league in rushing, 578 yards, 5.1 per carry, 5 touchdowns. He was 3rd, Waith 4th last year in rushing.
It's the 1-2 combination of the Randolph Oilers in the backfield. They've got a new guy under center, and they give the Waith. Why change it if it's working? And Michael Waith goes right off tackle for the 1st down. So, John, I think this game is going to be rely a lot on stamina. You really don't want to have your defense out there for any length of time.
Pete, as you know, you and I have lost about 15 each. And I'm not saying that we couldn't use it, but after a long off season. But you're just melting out here, Pete. You got 92 degrees. You've got a stifling 72% humidity.
Oh, and they've got all those pads and all on. But they love it. They wouldn't be out there unless they did. 7:16 left to go here in the 1st quarter. 1st down once again for the Randolph Oilers. Straight-eye backfield. Well, it's 2 tailbacks there for the Oilers. The give is to Jay McGee, the 2nd man through, and he barrels his way to a 7-yard gain. Flags are all over the place. Looks like it may be against the defense. Most likely they'll decline it here, I would think.
Yeah, we got to see what the foul is, but it does look to be against Boston. Like I said, Pete, they were very effective once they got over a buck in rush and penalties. That's when they played their best. That meant that they were controlling the line of scrimmage.
In an illegal fashion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, right now we've got to. They're going to mark it off down here, John. So here's one of the things that got them a good spell. 5-yard penalty against the defense. Going to make it 1st and 5 for Randolph. John is also doing the public address tonight, folks. If you didn't already guess. But it's another concept brought to you by ABT. The EFL on ABT in our 4th season. Here's Nobile up under center, and the give to The second back through down there, John. Terry Branch. There, that's we called Terry Branch's number over at number 32 over in Hockomock, and now he's see the number down there, but he's playing for the Oilers, and it's nice to have him here too.
Yeah, he ain't no branch. He's a tree trunk. Yeah, but they get him back. He started with Randolph, went over to Hockomock for a season, Plan B, and now he's back, and he's a bruising fullback.
I believe he was one of the leaders in rushing, perhaps, in the league. His timeout taken on the field. The referees are indicating, looks like it might have been Boston, John. They're not indicating down there, but we've got a timeout here in the first quarter. 6:13 left to go. We'll take a break. The EFL on ABT.
Takes many breaks on these timeouts to take. Be back, bring us back.
All right. And we're back. It's first down at 10 for the Randolph Oilers. The ball sitting on the 35-yard line of Boston. No score on the board. There's 6:13 left to go in the first quarter. Wide right, looks like it's Ricky Witt. Wide left is Mark Harding. The give over the middle down there, John. It looks like it went to the fullback, Brian Cox, who barreled his way forward for a good 6-yard gain on the play. John. Last year it was Pete Jackson, I believe, doing the barreling up the middle there, but take that chunk on the play. It's going to bring up second down at 4 here for Randolph. Nobile adjusting the offense down there. He brings a certain depth to the Randolph offense, John, as you see a lot of shifting going on. Ricky Witt is wide right. Mark Harding's wide left. The staggered count drew the Boston Braves offside, it looks like, but McGee still on his feet. Gets past the first down marker, but there is a flag on the play which will stop the clock. So, down here we've got offside against the defense. So, Nobile down there, John, with that staggered count, and he's a veteran back there in the quarterback slot, and he threw them offside once again.
Pete, last year, Randolph, of course, losing another exciting championship game to the Shamrocks, who are hampered by injuries this year. Randolph has got to be a heavy favorite to take the title this year in the Eastern Football League, although it's the first week and stranger things have happened. But they've got some first-team EFL All-Stars from 1992. Ricky Witt as a wide receiver, Norman Liason as an offensive guard.
And you've seen the attitudes to the offense. It's a timeout taken out on the field. What do we got here, John? Looked to me like Nobile was signaling timeout. He was clapping his hands. So it's timeout taken by the Boston Braves. So with that timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching the EFL on ABT. Okay, we're back. The EFL on ABT. There's 4:55 and running left to go here in the first quarter. First down situation, 1st and 10 for the Randolph Oilers. The ball sitting on, we'll call it the 19-yard line. Wide right is Ricky Witt. Wide left is Harding. The give to the tailback, Michael Waith. And he gains about 3 yards on the play as he was surged over by the Boston defense. He got 4 yards on the play, John, so that's a good chunk down here. And it's tough territory. Although we've never seen the Boston Braves, here's their chance to shine on defense.
Pete, you were talking about Waith and McGee. Do you know those pontoons that they use in the military, the Marines train with them, where they stand up on a log and they bang each other with those? That's what Randolph's got with McGee and Waith. Just as you think you stop one side, whack, the other one hits you.
The combination punch, strong enough to open a safe here. Wide right is Witt. Now the give in close down here. Looked like McGee over there, John. Off left tackle, perhaps off guard on the left side. McGee get closer to the first down. It's a gain of, call it about 1. 3rd down. Check that. That's a pretty good chunk down. Yeah, it's a 4-yard pickup on the play. I was looking at the field, folks. Here we go. 3:33 left to go. 3rd down at situation. 3rd down at short.
Randolph 1 for 2 on 3rd down.
John also doing the statistics. for ABT. Up under center in the backfield, it looks like it's Mike Waith, and it's probably a dead play. They should just kill this one, and it looks like it was offside against the defense. A little jarring down there. We don't like to see that. This Randolph club, a bunch of gentlemen though, John. They play gentlemanly football here in the E.F.L. We like to see that. The E.F.L. on ABT.
Offside Boston.
Offside against Boston. So it's going to make it a even.
Heat last year, Randolph first in rushing with 184 yards per game. They were seventh in passing at 107 per game, but third in total offense at 292 per game. They averaged 24.5 points per game and had 11 first downs per game. First in running touchdowns with 22.
And here they're knocking on the door once again as it's first down, about the 6-yard line. That's tough going down there. Terry Branch tried to go up over the middle, John. It was just a pile of red shirts, blue shirts, whole bunch of people down there in the middle. It's a short gain, but these are tough yards to be gained down here. The ball's going to be spotted on Boston's, call it the 5-yard line, because that's what it is, the 5. Shuffling in and out once again are the Randolph Oilers. Now in the backfield is Terry Branch along with Crowley. It looks like it's Michael Waith down there, John. They've got no wideouts. They've got the tight men in. The give back Terry Branch. Tries left side. No go. It was a nice tackle put on down there. Looks like it was Al Gillens down there made the nice stop on the play. It's going to bring up a third down situation. 3rd and 5 as there were no yards gained on the play. There were no inches, no yards, no anything, no nothing. What do we got? 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. It's a third down situation for the Randolph Oilers. 3rd and goal to go from the 5-yard line of Boston. Wide right is Witt. Wide left looks like it's Mark Harding along with Michael Waith. So lone setback, straight drop back by Nobile, and it's batted down in the air. It was a nice play by the defensive lineman for the Boston Braves.
Dave Marrero.
Dave Marrero looks like he got in there, John. Made the pass incomplete. There's a timeout taken on the field at 1:19 left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a 4th down when we come back. You're watching the E.F.L. on ABT.
Bring us back, come on.
So we're back here. 1:19 left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a field goal attempt. Doing the kicking for the Randolph Oilers down there, John. Ray Almeida, there he is. It's down, it's up, and it is good. A 22-yard field goal by Ray Almeida breaks the ice at 1:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Randolph takes the lead. So we'll take a break right here on ABT. The E.F.L. on ABT. Ray Almeida hit a 12-yard field goal through the hold of Scott Rains. Put the first points on the board. It's 3-0 in favor of the Randolph Oilers. They'll be doing the kicking off. Kicking off for the Oilers. Looks like it's going to be Ray Almeida. It's taking Lynch at the 2. Lynch trying to go right, and he gets upended, but he keeps his feet, and he goes, and he makes a nice return out to past the 35-yard line to about the 36, 35-yard kick return. 33-yard kick return brings the Boston Braves into good field position. They'll take over at their own. Call it about the 37, I believe, John. No, check that. It's the 34. It was the 34. So Boston with possession once again. They're kind of taking their time out there as things are hot, John. Everybody's walking, but even walking in weather like this is exasperating.
I've had so much Pepsi today and caffeine in my system, I swear. I'm about to explode.
That's okay. That's why you, like you are. No, John, doing the stats once again, doing the public address, helping me out on
Earth created by God.
Did you get that? It's a Christian broadcast here on ABT. The EFL on ABT. Some lovely sights here, John, on a lovely Friday night. It's a hot one.
Yeah, and they are hot.
That's a good one. See, every
His name is
people now are starting to ask you things, John. Like you're the dean of the EFL, the new newly dawned dean.
No, the new age.
Yeah, you look for the video safari, ABT's video safari, coming soon to a theater near you.
Let's give a hand to Tony Barnes.
Damone's doing camera tonight, and he's getting some lovely shots. As everybody wants to be on ABT, I think, John.
Yeah, everybody wants to be Big Pete. Damon Nobile, our videographer for tonight, back for his 3rd season.
Doing a great job once again. Okay. So we've got 1st and 10 here for the Boston Braves from their own 34-yard line. It's a split backfield, pro set backfield, sprint out to right, gets corralled, couldn't get anywhere, John. Looks like they lost yardage on the play down there. Right had nowhere to go as he was well covered on the right side by the Randolph Oilers. Egan on the stop. It's under a minute left to go here in the 1st quarter. He lost 5 on the play, John, so Bradley better keep his eyes open as these Randolph Oilers are very quick-footed. The defensive backfield is second to none, I believe, last year. Single out, it's a straight-eye backfield. Tailback is right. It's Williams, 2nd and 15. The ball spotted on the 29. Pitch back to right. Right breaks a tackle and turns on the Jets, crosses the 40, the 45, over the 50, and down to the 45-yard line of Randolph. So quick on his feet down there is Derek Wright. 25-yard pickup by the back right. Made a nice move over on the left side to get into running room, and once he got into that open area, he just turned on the Jets and moved it on downfield for a big gain. 25-yard pickup. So it's a 1st down for the Boston Braves. There's some discussion going on down on the field, though, John. There may be a hold. Referee is discussing the situation with... Okay, well, that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. From Randolph High School in Randolph, Massachusetts, the Randolph Oilers lead the Boston Braves 3-0. You're watching the EFL on ABT. So, we're beginning the 2nd quarter here from Randolph. It's going to be a 1st down situation for the Boston Braves. Straight-eye backfield. It's Williams and Wright. Under center is Bradley. The turn and give to the tailback back there. It looked like it was Lynch back there, John. Bernard Lynch in the backfield for the Braves. Makes a nice carry on the play. Looks like he got about 4 yards on the play. So that's good blocking over on the left-hand side for the Braves down there. Harding and Thomas Wright, the center, opening up the hole down there. A nice run by Lynch, though. Picked up 4. 2nd down, and call it 6 from the Randolph 43-yard line. It's a pro set backfield. Williams and Wright. I do believe I'm right, and it is given to Wright, and Wright runs left. Was that Williams? Yeah. I believe. No, that was. Oh, check that, John. All right, I'm sorry. Reggie Williams. That's Reggie Williams on the carry. I got my number.
At this point, I'm asking our viewers to turn the sound down and turn on the radio for about 5 till we get Pete resynced. It's hot out. The record's skipping.
I need a new prescription. I think eyeglasses. Here we go. Clock's running. 13:35 about. It's going to be a third down situation for Boston at Randolph's 39-yard line. Coming out wide right is Rich. There's Geston, it looks like. It's a straight eye backfield for Boston. There's a receiver wide left for the Braves. Under center is Bradley, and the quick look in down there to Geet. Oh, and he kind of got swarmed over there as it was a tough ball to catch. He had a Oiler right in his back pocket down there, and there were a few blue shirts in behind him. And the gain was nil on the play. Brings up a fourth down situation. Who made the stop, Kevin? Who made the stop on that one? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's on.
Bernard Lynch.
So they shut him down there. It's fourth down now. Couple nice pickups on first and second, but not on third. They're going for it. Are the Braves? It's fourth down, and call it about 4 from the 39-yard line of Randolph. It's an eye right backfield. It's a timeout taken by Bradley, as they look like they may have been trying to get the Oilers to jump offside.
That's exactly what it looked like, Pete. Stats through one quarter of play. Boston, these stats are, of course, unofficial. I'm tabulating them as I call tonight's game. Boston, 39 rushing, -5 passing for 34 yards total offense. Randolph, 41 on the ground, none in the air, 41 total offense. First downs, Randolph 3-2. Penalties, Boston 3 for 15, Randolph not. Time of possession, here it is, Pete. Randolph 10-14, Boston 4:46.
They held their own, though, did the Braves. Held them to 3 points.
The only scoring came at 1:10. Ray Almeida with a chip shot, a 22-yard field goal, 3-0 after 1.
Here we go, punting situation for the Braves. Mike Brown doing the punting, hits a skyrocket, fair catch call for it down there, and it's bounced. It looks like it's going to go close to the end zone. Whoa! Just in the end zone, out of the reach of the special teams men down there for the Braves. 39-yard punt by Brown down there, and it's a touchback on the play, so we'll be taken at the 20-yard line as when we come back. You're watching the EFL on ABT. We are back. Never went anywhere. That's all right, though. John, this is exciting, though. We're in our fourth year, and look, things are getting better. We're getting hot dogs and Cokes and everything now.
Oh, yeah. Peter O'Kane. O'Kane's Randolph News, always accommodating. And Marge, of course, in the concession booth. Paul Killinger, Bob Turner, and the whole Randolph staff. A1 first-class operation, as usual, status quo.
Oh,
carte blanche.
No question, Don. They've got some new players this year, and it looks like they're going to be they've already added to the offensive play of the Oilers. As Chris Noble's up under center, and he's got Terry Branch in the backfield. No, backfield, he's not in there now, Branches, but the pass complete to Harding. Harding makes a nice effort to hold on to the ball, and then after he catches it, gains another 8 yards, John. A big pass and catch for a good-sized gain. Call it about 25 yards down there, as 21 we'll call it. Mark Harding made a nice move after he made the catch, John. He was kind of bobbling it down there as he didn't get quite possession right as the ball came to him, but once he made the completion, made another 8 or 10 yards on the run after the catch. Nice first down.
Mark Harding, along with Ricky Witt, known for catching ICBMs launched from Randolph quarterbacks. He's just a long-distance receiver, he and Witt. They don't catch a lot of passes, but they average well over 25 yards per catch, and it's rare on the occasions when they are actually caught by the defender.
Well, that's it. I mean, they've got a terrific backfield, do the Oilers. I mean, if it's working for you, keep it down, but they do have the receivers, and now it's wide left by Mark Harding. But once again, Noble using that veteran quality of his and drawing the defense offside, it looked.
Yeah, Pete, it looks like he's using a staggered count. He's barking it out and just being very disruptive with the signal calling.
Well, he Chris Noble, he played in college, John, and I do believe, and he's quite an UNH. Okay, that's what I thought, and he's quite an acquisition for this Randolph club, as they look to eclipse the reigning champion Marlboro Shamrocks, who are also playing tonight. There are 3 games tonight in the EFL, this being one of them. We'll get to it though. The give is to Jay McGee. McGee Submarines, and it's picked up he picked up about 3 yards on the play. It's ever so much closer to that first down. Once again, the pole, our old friend or nemesis.
Our own nemesis, yeah.
It's right about, the ball's going to be spotted on Randolph's 49-yard line. It's 11:19 left to go here in the first half. Ball is clock. Hello, clock is running. Okay, we've got a different look now to the Randolph offense as 2 wideouts to the right. One of them's Harding, the other is here's Waith, and he's wrapped up and brought down over there. It was a nice tackle on the play by Steve Johnson. So it's no gain on the play, short or no gain on the play. It's going to make it a 3rd down situation. It's going to be third and about half a foot down there to go.
Randolph 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions.
Randolph Oilers, 33%, would you say? It's pretty good, huh? All right, here we go. It's a pro set backfield for the Oilers, as now the tailback takes a few steps, and the fake and the give to Jay McGee, busted off tackle.
Crowley just got in a snowplow there and opened up that hole for McGee.
Crowley, he's the blocking back this year, and he's did the job there. Sean Crowley opened things up for Jay McGee to just motor on into first down territory. It's a good size pickup on the play. It's a 10-yard gain for Jay McGee and the Randolph Oilers to give the Oilers first down and 10 inside the Boston Braves territory. Ball spotted on the 40-yard line. That's the 5th first down for the Randolph Oilers. And they're looking to keep this defense of Boston on the field. Straight eye backfield set up, wide right. Looks like it's Ricky Witt down over there. And the give is to Michael Waith. Michael Waith finding his way to open territory. Picks up 5. So he kind of ran around the left end there, John, and then cut back to the middle. Good chunk on the play. Another good blocking exhibition put on by the Randolph Oilers to gain a good 5 yards.
Pete, the Oilers are in their 20th anniversary, beginning in 1974. Bob Turner in his 5th season. He's 34-6-0 in the regular season, 7-3-0 in the playoffs. He was Coach of the Year in 1990, 91, and 92. In the 90s, the Oilers have had winning records versus every opponent in the EFL. Wow.
That's why they've been around for so long, I do believe, in bringing the stands in. The give down there to Terry Branch. Terry Branch having a tough time getting any running room down there, as there were the Boston Braves strung out over there off right tackle. We'll call it about 1 on the play.
Let's take a look at the Hyde Park Cowboy, a.k.a. Boston Braves, defense last year. They were 7th in the league as far as first downs allowed, 6th in the rushing against, 5th in pass against. The 6th, they allowed 218 yards per game total offense, and they allowed 17 points per game against, but they caused 23 turnovers and sacked the quarterback 11 times. So their pass rush was lackluster last year.
Well, they don't need it here, John, as they're on the offense. Harding is wide right. The reverse, it's given over here to Ricky Witt trying to break the left corner. Nice block put on down there by Mark Harding. And the
Ricky Witt with the carry.
Nice gain on the play.
By Mark Harding.
Harding opened things up over there, John, and the Boston Brave who took that hit looks like he's still down. It was a nice pitch. It's a nice off-center play down there, and it was a good pickup on the play. It was about a 9-yard pickup on the play down here. So little trickery down here, John. We've seen that in the past exhibited by the Oilers, and there they're using it again. It used to be Harding to Harding, But I guess Kevin Harding is moved, John.
Ricky Witt, a first-team All-Star. I just ignored what he said, but he's a first-team All-Star in the EFL.
I'm not talking to you as I'm talking to our as much as I'm talking to our viewers, if you will. There we go. Chris Noble under center of the pitch to Michael Waith, running right, following Crowley, and he gets another nice pickup on the play.
With the carry.
Looks like the Braves are getting a little bit tired, at least on that play they did, as Michael Waith did a couple of stutter steps and just found his way for a nice 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, the Braves are finding their land smaller and smaller as they're getting herded backwards onto a reservation.
Ooh. That's code. Waith, another nice pickup on the play. John's calling it 8, so that's what we'll call it. 8 yards gained by Michael Waith. It's a straight-eye backfield now, and Jay McGee looks like he's the tailback, wide left for the Oilers. It's the pitch, gives to Jay McGee. McGee barring his way forward. He looks like he's got the first down. Wait for the referee to indicate, and they're moving the stakes. I haven't seen the ref. That's a 5-yard gain on the play, so that is a first down. That's the 7th first down for the Randolph Oilers. Terry Branch going in. No, check. Yes, Terry Branch going in. Jay McGee coming out.
Double fullbacks they've got in the ball game with Branch and Crowley. That's a lot of gravel out there, Pete.
Another new running back is Charlie McCoy. He's back there for the speed. Well, actually, he's wide left, wide right for the Oilers down there. But Noble's under center, and the give to Terry Branch. Flags all over the place just as Terry Branch got a hold of that ball. They're going to stop the clock now with 6:19 left to go in the first half. It's movement along the line off against the offense, so they're going to take it back as it's a 5-yard penalty. Now going in, shuffling in, of course, Bryce Terrell and Mark Harding, and coming out is McCoy. And you see it all here on the EFL. Switches, nickels, dimes, quarters. The EFL on ABT in our 4th season. The Randolph Oilers have the ball on Boston's. Called the 15-yard line, 17-yard line, 1st and 15 to go here as they were penalized 5 yards. In the backfield is Waith. It looks like it's McGee. Wide left is Mark Harding. They show him blitz. The give to Waith. Waith, nowhere to go as he was corralled by a sea of red down there. Brought down. He perhaps gained 1. Gillen's on the stop, as well as a couple of other big linemen down there for the Boston Braves. It's a 2-yard gain on the play. That's good defense, John, down there. Doug Hernan, as well as Frank Garner down there. There's a timeout taken on the field. So with 5:23 left to go here in the first half, the Randolph Oilers lead the Boston Braves 3-0. When we come back, we Randolph's possession, the EFL on ABT.
We invite you to purchase a ticket for the 50-50 raffle. Rumor has it the jackpot is near $100 million for tonight.
There's 5:23 left to go here in the first half. The EFL on ABT. I'm Peter McGowan along with John Horrigan and Damon Nobile. It's a 2nd down situation for the Randolph Oilers. 2nd down, and we'll call it about 14 as the ball is spotted on the 15. Noble, straight drop back, plenty of time, sees an opening, but he gets kind of corralled up, and the ball is picked off. It's picked off by one of the main linemen. Todd Stuckey going across the 40, across the 30, across the 20. Todd Stuckey in for the touchdown. Woo! 86-yard interception return by Todd Stuckey. Puts a whole new light on this ball game, John, as that takes a great amount of wind out of the sails of the Randolph Oilers. Chris Noble down there, John, should have eaten the ball as he saw a little bit of an opening, stepped into it. It was quickly closed on him, and then he tried to pitch it back. And when he did, Stuckey was right in there. Al Gillens made the quarterback pressure on Noble, and Noble's limping off the field. That's a big turn of events as Todd Stuckey goes 86 yards on the interception return, scores the touchdown at 5:06 of the first half. So we've got a big turn of events. They take the lead 6-3. The kicking team is on the field for the Boston Braves. The crowd is silenced down here, John.
The Boston Braves, or AKA the Hyde Park Cowboys, have never had a kicking game, or at least in the last 5 or 6 years. Now they finally got a legitimate thumper in Mike Brown. Let's see what he can do on this extra point.
John, you've always been a front runner, but Brown down here is going to be trying the extra point. So, a big surprise. Todd Stuckey, Johnny on the spot. He boogied down there, Johnny. He ran like a wide receiver on that play.
Pete, they're taking, I think that's 42. Tony Barnes is gone. He's in the ambulance on his way to the hospital. We hope he's okay. Great crowd on hand today. I'd say close to 2,000, maybe about 1,700, 1,800.
The EFL on ABT. It's All-American football in the summertime. And there's another timeout taken on the field at 5:06 left to go in the first half. So it looks like there's a penalty on the play against Boston. They're going to be called for a delay of game.
Pete, 5 penalties, 25 yards. That means nitpicking. Everyone's a nickel. You know?
The Braves are keeping their cool. They really have not been penalized as much as when they were Cowboys, if you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand to Tony Barnes.
Tony Barnes going out in the ambulance. But here's the all-important extra point try. The extra point is going to be tried, of course, by Mike Brown down here for the Boston Braves. So some exciting action in the EFL. The EFL on ABT.
Congratulations, Pete. That's 50 ABTs in today's broadcast. We're halfway there, bud.
Well, thank you. Yes, that's a union rule, folks. So, we don't want to step on any toes here on ABT. The EFL on ABT in our 4th year.
Brown's a lefty kicker. He's going to have Jimmy Gillis hold for him.
Gillis doing the holding for the left-footed Mike Brown. Trying to up their lead to 7 here. 5:06 left to go in the second half. It's down, it's up, and it is good. So at 5:06, the extra point is good by Brown, which ups the lead to 7. So with 5:06 left to go in the first half, the Braves take the lead, 7-3. We'll be right back. The EFL on ABT.
Get into it now. Just listen to my cue.
Mike Brown. A deep for the Oilers, number 80, Greg Martel.
Kicking off for the Braves. It's going to be It's going to be Mike Brown. Down deep for the Oilers. It's going to be
Waith and Martello.
Waith and Martello. Big turn of events, though. See if the Oilers have it in them to get it right back. 5:06 left.
Waith, one of the premier kick returners in the Eastern Football League, as is Martello.
Well, they've got a slew of caliber back there, John, and
Flag on the plate.
they're going to use it all. There's a flag down, but Waith will take the ball, and he's following the surge in the middle of the field. He gets down to about the 29-yard line. A good return, out about 20-yard kick return. There is a flag on the play. Stops the clock. 4:59 left to go. See what the flag is all about down here, John. Looks like it might have been blocking below the waist. We'll have to wait for an official indication.
It looks, no, Martello's backing up to the goal line. Looks like as though they're going to re-kick.
Perhaps an offside. Okay. Whatever the case may be, it looks like they're going to do it all over again on this hot July night.
Offside, Boston, re-kick from the 30.
John Horrigan, of course, doing it all tonight. He's doing the public address to these 2,000 people as well as to you millions of people out there in ABT land. It's going to be a re-kick. They're going to back up the ball
Pete, we're going to get a little fireworks show from way over in the softball diamond.
There was a fireworks display on the 4th of July down here at Randolph High School. I went to the one in Canton. I forgot how to get here, and you weren't home. So it's going to be a re-kick. Brown is going to be a little bit deeper in the hole, as it were, if you will, be it as it may. And nevertheless, same men are deep. Waith and Martello.
Brown kicking off.
Brown doing the kicking from the 30-yard line of Boston. Looks like it's going to be taken by Michael Waith down there, and he's chugging it upfield, and he gets taken down at about the 35-yard line. Call it the 36. It was a good 17-yard return by Michael Waith. Gives the Randolph Oilers first down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. So that looked like that ball was ready to go a little bit further upfield, but the Braves had something else to say about it. It's a first down and 10 situation for the Oilers. We'll call it the 36-yard line. Well, the 36.5. It's 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. The clock is running. It's a pro set backfield for the Randolph Oilers as they have two wideouts, one left, one right. Noble going straight back, looking for Mark Harding, and it's intercepted. Intercepted on the play by Steve Burns, who stepped right in front of the intended receiver, Harding, and just took it the other way. So that's another big mistake by the Randolph Oilers as it gives the
16-yard return.
Boston Braves good field position in Randolph territory on the 18-yard interception return. Whew! Steve Burns stepping right in there and taking the ball out of Harding's hands, gives the offense the ball back for Boston. Good field position as the ball is spotted on Randolph's 35-yard line. So with 4:08, there's some more excitement for the home team as they are facing, once again, this Boston offense. We mentioned it earlier, and we'll mention it again probably, that it's so hot that you don't want to be on the field too long, and this defense is having its time out there. It's a triple backfield for the Braves. Now play action. New quarterback is Dexter Young, and he's strung out and ripped down. Now there's a flag on the play. It could be piling on down there. You don't want to make any mistakes down here on for that big yardage, as the flag came after the tackle was made. Could be a face mask against. The referee doesn't indicate. We should have spoke to him, John.
Dexter Young, a run and shoot quarterback, replacing Mike Bradley. I don't know if Bradley's injured. I can see him down on the bench. Young is a quick one, though. Yeah, it's going to go against Randolph.
So it's a face mask against the defense. We'll see if that's a 5 or a 15, John. It's only a 5-yard penalty, but all the yards that are easy, are free ones, aren't coming too easy for either club. It's going to be a first down and 5 when we come back for the Boston Braves, as they're getting a few breaks here tonight, and they're making the most of them as they lead in the ball game 7-3. It's a 5-yard penalty against the defense for face masking, makes it 1st and 5 from Randolph's 30-yard line. It's a straight eye backfield, eye right situation for the Boston Braves. The backs are Williams and Wright. The blocking back, and the give is to Lynch as on the tailback. He dives for about a half a yard as Randolph had the side pretty well covered down there. Clock running. So Lynch is getting some time in there. Neil Crowley made the tackle on the play. It's a gain of about 1. No? Well, we'll call it 4 yards. Nice run by the back 4 main. Now, as the new quarterback down there, John, you said he's probably a run and shoot quarterback, Dexter Young.
The officials are warning the players not to do any trash talking. He went right after the center for Boston, Alex Wright, who's been jarring with John Epps the entire game. Full house backfield.
full house backfield for the Boston Braves. And the give down there, it looks like it's right, goes left, and he looks like he may have the first down. Ball was squirted loose, but it looks like the ground may have caused the fumble. He did get the first down, so it's another first down for the Boston Braves in Randolph territory. 9-yard pickup by Wright. Ball's going to be spotted on Randolph's 24-yard line. And there's the 2-minute warning. So hot.
Once again, we'd like to ask you to purchase a 50-50 raffle ticket. The jackpot is up over $5 million. All right, it's a couple of $100, but whatever. Buy a ticket.
2 minutes left to go here in the ball game. The Boston Braves lead the Randolph Oilers 7-3. Boston has a first down situation, first down and 10 from the 24-yard line of Randolph. It's a full house backfield for the Braves to give, no, the counter play given to the tailback, Lynch running left, and he looks like he gets a good chunk, John. Close to the first down over there, caught the Oilers off guard down there, if you will, John. The counter play that gives the Maine Braves, the Boston Braves another first down. 11-yard gain by Lynch. That was a nice play by Lynch, though. He made the step right and drew the linebackers right, and then came back left and got the ball and ran over left end for an 11-yard pickup. Another first down for the Braves.
And Pete, he got out of bounds too.
He got out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:53 left to go. Once again, it's an right situation set up for the Braves. Give to the fullback, Williams. Nothing doing over there as a nice stuff by the defensive line of the Randolph Oilers. Spearheaded, I'm sure, down there, John. It wasn't Terrell, Eliason, no, they've got them all down there. That's the Oilers stuffed that play to a short gain, if any. Clock's running, 1:25 left to go in the first half. 7-3 Boston. It's a full house backfield now, and under center is Young, and the give to the second man through Lynch, and he's trying to round the right corner, but a nice tackle on the play made in there, John. It was by Ryan Craig, came stunting over from the linebacker spot and squared up and ran him down, gave him nothing on that play as Lynch was trying to run around right, but Craig said, you aren't going anywhere. Clock is running, 47 seconds. They're going to probably call a timeout. I would think so, John, that they might be out of them. Now, okay, I'll buy it, but this inexperience of Boston may be showing here as it's a third down situation. Third down from about the 9-yard line, inverted wishbone. They can make the first down without scoring. Run out left, Young trying to go around the corner. He's quick, but he's gotten close. He gets close down. Looks like Craig made another nice stop. It was Frank Calabro. Another flag down there. It might have been a late hit. Once again, Young quick on his feet over there. Picked up a few yards, but there is a penalty marker on the play. Another late hit it may be, John. It's piling on, what have you. They're not going to stand it, are the officials. And they're going to throw the flag every time as people can get hurt. This is only for fun. 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Personal foul against the defense. It's a first down. First down for Boston. Another break going their way, but that's not really a break as it's so much it is a mistake. Gives the Braves first down and goal to go from about the 1-yard line. They've got they've got 15 seconds left, a straight eye backfield wing right. And they stop the clock as there are flags all over the field. Only 1 second ticked away, and there's 14 left to go in the first half. So it's motion, looks like, against the offense. Procedure against Boston. So it'll back them up. They get kind of a mock cheer from this 2,000 faithful here in Randolph, here at the Randolph High School.
7 for 35, Boston penalties.
So, 30. You know that's it's only 5 yards a clip. But you know that's kind of kept them down. But you said that they don't win unless they've got a bunch. But that was when they were Hyde Park. Hyde Park.
No, that's the way you say it, Hyde Park.
All right. Not me. The EFL on ABT. We keep it.
14 seconds.
We keep it clean. 14 seconds. They're going to try for the field goal. Looks like Brown's going to be trying the 25-yard kick. Well, watch the fake, I heard. Oh, it's up in and out of the hands of the snap hole. Oh, the holder down there. Jim Gillis just got swarmed over. The Randolph Oilers shut down any threat of any more points being scored as the inexperience, I believe, of Boston cost them there, John. There was a little bit of pressure, under a minute left, and they couldn't swallow that, couldn't swallow the pill. There's 5 minutes, 5 seconds left. Randolph takes over the ball, first down. So first break for the Oilers, really, as they wouldn't let any points try to be scored there.
Yeah, they lose 20 on that.
Whew. Wow. 5 seconds left. So, with that timeout in play, we're going to take a timeout. With 5 seconds left, the score is 7-3. We'll be right back. The EFL on ABT. Coming up at the half from the Dorchester community. Oh, it's Boston's ball here, John. Wait a minute. Now they let the clock run out. They let the clock run out. That's the end of the first half. So,
Pete, they went for that field goal on third down, so they got one more play.
And the clock has expired.
The timeout taken by Randolph.
Randolph takes a timeout. So they'll get possession?
No.
They won't get possession.
It's only second down, Pete, the marker over there. They had to kick the field goal because there wasn't enough time on the clock. Now they got Brown again in the
with no time on the clock. Wow. What do you know? Stranger things have happened here on ABT. It's going to be a good long attempt for Mike Brown. It's going to be a 47-yard field goal. Jim Gillis once again doing the holding. Longest one this year we've seen. And it's up, and it's just wide right. It had the distance. It was more or less a line drive. It had the distance. It's no good. So, at the end of the first half of play, the Boston Braves 7 and the Randolph Oilers 3. We'll be right back with statistics, comedy, and clowns right after this. You're watching the EFL on ABT.
And then, Pete, I'm going to hand it off to you. John Horrigan back at the half with Peter McGowan, 7-3, a shocker. Boston leading Randolph. A scoring summary for you at 1:10 in the first quarter. Ray Almeida kicked a 22-yard field goal, 3-0 Randolph after one quarter. But with 5:06 to play in the first half, Todd Stuckey took a pass by Chris Noble and ran 86 yards and went in for the touchdown. Mike Brown kicked the extra point, 7-3 at the half. Stats through one half of play, Boston, 81 on the ground, -5 passing for 76 yards total offense. Throwing that loss of 20 on the botched field goal attempt, they've got 56 yards total offense. Randolph, 86 on the ground, 21 in the air for 107 yards total offense. First down, 7-4 Randolph. Penalties, Boston, a whopping 7 for 35. Randolph, 3 for 25. Time of possession, Randolph 17-47. Boston, 12-13. And Pete, you've got a special guest for the half.
Oh, great job on the statistics, of course, by the incomparable John Horrigan once again. He's doing the public address tonight for us all in the stadium here at Randolph High School, and I'm alongside Sean Smith from the Dorchester Community News. How you doing, Sean?
Hello, nice to be on your broadcast this evening.
Welcome to ABT. Stand a little closer, if you will, my friend. It's pretty good action here in the EFL, though. The Boston Braves caught a break there, but Randolph shut them down at the end of the first half, or we could be looking at double digits for the visiting Braves.
Well, Randolph's been playing great defense all night. They haven't really let up, and they only scored their touchdown or interception. So that meant that Randolph has not let them move when they have actually had the ball. So it's been great defense played by Randolph, and they've played well. And of course, their offense for both teams really hasn't been going up. It hasn't been up to speed, but it's been an exciting football game.
Well, it certainly has, but that's a good point that you make, that Randolph's D has been playing well, as they are a good defensive ball club. They have been in the past, and like you said, the lucky break pretty much for the Braves to bring it back 86 yards. It was Stuckey, I believe, made the interception and returned it that far, but they ended up flubbing the field goal, and the holder on the play down there got taken for a 20-yard loss on second down. Or was it third? What was that? First down they went for the field goal?
We went for the field goal when they had about 5 seconds left on the clock. So that was a big mistake for them. They could have had a 7-point lead. Instead, they only have a 4-point lead now.
Well, exactly. I mean, that would have been beautiful for the Braves, but good veteranship shown by the Randolph Oilers. The EFL on ABT. Welcome once again, Sean. Thank you much for your time, and we'll be here if you'll be here. The EFL on ABT.
Steaming Randolph Memorial Field. John Horrigan along with Peter McGowan and Damon Nobile. Pete, the temperature's dropped according to our meteorologist Damon. It's down to 85 degrees, but the relative humidity has gone up to 85%. So the pressure is going up, and especially on the Randolph Oilers, as they are trailing by 4 in a shocker 7-3 at the half to the Boston Braves. But the Oilers are a notorious second-half team.
They certainly are that, John. The Randolph Oilers played a great game defensively, as stated in the half. But the scoreboard tells the difference, as the Boston Braves lead the Randolph Oilers 7-3. We're coming back with the second half here on ABT. Noble's really made a difference, though, as far as the offensive alignments and so forth in the offensive scheme of things for the Oilers.
Well, he's made a difference for the Boston Braves. He's 1 for 5 with 2 interceptions and 1 pass completion, that being a 21-yard strike to Mark Harding. He's had his problems. This Boston team has always had a secondary that hits and hits and hits, namely Doug Hernan, the left cornerback. He likes to sting you. And then they got Stuckey, which was a great football name, and Steve Johnson and Ron Jones back there. So, and plus the defensive line is getting to Noble quickly.
They getting off the ball, the whole line, defensive line of Boston, and they're getting right into Noble's face. When I say he's changed things, I mean there are a lot of different shifts and different alignments for the offense. But as we mentioned earlier, it's all for nil as the Braves are leading the Oilers 7-3. Upcoming second half action on ABT.
Randolph dominated in time of possession up until about midway, till that interception occurred. And they had a couple kicking out, and they've had trouble retaining possession since then. Right now, they would love to drive the ball deep into Boston territory and put something up.
Well, that's it. That's just it, John. I'm sure Coach Turner in the halftime locker room told these guys, okay, we're going to be getting the ball. It's hot out, the humidity, the Braves are tired. They've kind of been on the field. The defense has been on the field a lot longer than they would like. As John mentioned, Randolph does have the edge in time of possession. Brown's going to be kicking off for the Braves, back deep for the Oilers. It's going to be Waith, and it looks like it's Ricky Witt down there deep. Boston kicking off from the 35. Here we go. Second half action. The EFL on ABT is underway. It's a high kick. Looks like Ricky Witt's going to take it. Waith takes it away from Martello, and he's taken down on a nice hit down there by Derek Willis. Nice hit down there. Stops the ball dead at about the 23-yard line of Boston.
Willis was a premier receiver on this the old Hyde Park Cowboys for years. Now he's delegated to special teams play, but he can still play that.
He was the first one down there. That's what you look for, hustle and dedication, if you will, from your special teams men. Here's the Randolph offense, though, coming up to the ball. First down at 10 from their own 20. 22-yard line. 2 wideouts, 1 left, 1 right. It's Harding and Witt. The give is to the tailback, Jay McGee, who slithers his way for a 5-yard gain, but there is a flag on the play.
Offensively for Randolph to start the second half. The center is Dave Joyce, the right guard. First-team All-Star Norm Eliason. The left guard, Joe Baker. The left tackle is Royce Terrell. The right tackle, Chris Julianis. The tight end, Jerome Penn. The quarterback, Chris Noble. The split end, Mark Harding. The flanker, Ricky Witt. The fullback, Sean Crowley. And the tailback is Jay McGee.
Penalty against the offense over there. What was the penalty? Looks like it was a hold against the offense, so it'll back them up on their first possession of the second half.
Defensively for the Boston Braves. Right defensive end is Rosie Robinson. The left defensive end, Al Gillens. The left defensive tackle, Larry Sylvester. The right defensive tackle, Frank Garden. The left linebacker, Derek George. The right linebacker, Roger Sumter. The right cornerback, Steve Johnson. The left cornerback is Doug Hernan. The strong safety, Todd Stuckey. The free safety, Ron Jones.
Ball spotted on the 18-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Randolph Oilers. Check that, it's 1st and 20 for the Oilers. Straight drop back by Noble, and he pump fakes, no one to throw to. He runs out left. Surging Brave defense downs him at about the 21-yard line, John. Good coverage in the defensive secondary by the Boston Braves. Ends up a short gain on the play for the offense of Randolph, as it was well strung out by the Braves, and also good coverage in the secondary, and Noble had no one to throw to. He had to run upfield. He gained only 2 yards. Make it 2nd down. Second down, we'll call it about 14 here for the Oilers. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line of Randolph. Straight eye backfield. The pitch, now the reverse to Ricky Witt. Ricky Witt trying to run left corner, makes a couple moves, but he's still on his feet. Now he's running back towards the middle, and he gets back close to the 25-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain on the play. Ricky Witt did a lot of running down there, John. It was pretty good stay-at-home defense exhibited by the Boston Braves to give him only a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, his second carry, he's got 15 yards. Now it's a 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 9 for Randolph. They are 3 for 5, hitting at 60% on 3rd down. The referee is George Murphy, the umpire Jim Kearney, the line judge Paul Howard, the back judge Pat Murphy, and the field judge is Dick Shanahan.
So it's a 3rd down situation, 3rd down, and we'll call it 8. From the 25-yard line of Randolph, they show a straight eye backfield. Jay McGee is the tailback. 2 wideouts, 1 left, 1 right. Now the give is to the tailback, Waith, actually, and he gets the call, and he gets about a yard before he's stuffed up by the surging Boston defense. Going to bring up a 4th down. It's about a 2-yard, 3-yard gain on the play for Michael Waith.
Michael Waith is stopped by Roger Sumter.
Sumter on the tackle. Sylvester in there to help out. But Randolph having a little bit of trouble on the offensive slate. Forced into a punting situation. Ricky Witt's going to do the punting for the Oilers. Back deep for the Braves. Looks like it's Jim Gillis.
28 Gillis.
And there's another man going in. It's a ball right against the ground. Nice play by Witt to pick it up, and a nice boot. It's going to be let go by the Randolph Oilers, and the ball goes all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a 56-yard punt. Ricky Witt. Ricky Witt does a great job, John, down there, John. He got a bad snap on the play as the ball rolled about 3 yards in front of him on the ground, but he picked it up and booted it 56 yards, no return.
Ricky Witt, first-team All-Star as a punter as well as a wide receiver last year. 38.5 yards per punt. Led the league in punting for his 2nd consecutive season.
Well, you got a beauty down there to pin these Boston Braves on their own 15-yard line, 1st and 10. It was a great punt. It was a great peace of mind to keep the ball in front of them.
Wait till I get down below, behind the bench.
It's a 1st down situation for the Boston Braves have got a straight eye backfield, 2 wideouts, 1 left, 1 right, and they give to the tailback. Looks like it's Mitchell, and he swarmed over. Actually, that was right on the play, on the carry. He gains about 1 yard.
Derek Wright with the ball.
With the ball, he gained about 2 yards, we'll call it. For Wright. So Randolph
50 yards rushing for Wright tonight.
doing a good job on defense. Wright, I'm informed, has 50 yards on the ground as we speak. They have a straight eye backfield once again. Wright's the tailback. They've got 2 wideouts, 1 left, 1 right. Straight run by Bradley, and it's complete. Wow, that was thrown on a rope right to the receiver down there, John. He had to thread the needle to James. And it was a great catch in a crowd. Brian James makes the reception. It's a first down reception for the Boston Braves. So they're moving it out of danger territory down here. They've got a first down, ball spotted on the 30-yard line. It was an 8-yard reception on the play for the first down. They've got the same alignment. They've got the tailback is right, and the give to the up man, looks like it might have been Williams down there. He barreled his way. He got it to only about 3. So stuffed up in the middle of the line. That actually, John, that was more healthy than I thought. It's a 5-yard pickup for the fullback from Boston. Makes it 2nd and 5 for the Braves. The ball spotted on Boston's 35-yard line. So Boston's moving the ball against Randolph here to open up the second half. Well, on this second half possession, they're moving the ball, second and 5, straight eye backfield. Wright's the tailback. The pitch to Wright, and he turns the right corner, and he bowls it over, gets into first down territory, still on his feet, over the 45, down to about the 37-yard line. So a 29-yard by Derek Wright gives another first down to these Boston Braves as they're kind of shocking this Randolph club as well as this partisan crowd. 6 first downs now for the Boston Braves, and they're right back to that huddle, John. They're coming right back at this Oiler club quick. They're hot in there, and they're keeping the fire burning. They've got a straight eye backfield. Wright's the tailback. Williams is the fullback. It's a dead ball. They whistled the ball dead right as the ball touched Bradley's hands. We'll have to see what the call is. The clock is stopped with 7:44 left to go in the third quarter. Illegal procedure against the offense, so it'll back them up 5. They'll start out 1st and 15. Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. Check that, the 44-yard line of Randolph. 1st and 15. It's a pro set backfield now shown by Boston. Bradley's up under center. He's got a wide out to the left. The give over there to Williams, who churns and spins his way to a short gain. It's up over the middle over there. It's up over center.
Stop made by Neil Crowley.
Crowley on the tackle. Alex Wright and Rob Green trying to open up the hole over there on the right side, to no avail as the surging, stuffing defense of Randolph gave him only a couple. 2nd down, we'll call it 13. Straight eye backfield for Boston. 1 wide out, and he's to the left. Straight drop back by Bradley. Bradley looking over to the left, over there to James. James makes a nice reception, but that looks like it's going to be a short gain, as it was good, well defensed by the Randolph secondary, and only a 3-yard pickup on the play for Boston. It was a nice defensive tackle on the play made by, looked like down there, John, it was John Epps. That's
Pete, Boston now is 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions.
So Randolph showing their grit. Now it's 3rd and 9. Ball spotted on Randolph's 37-yard line, straight eye backfield. Bradley gives to right, nowhere to go. He's running left, still on his feet, but he's corralled and taken down for, call it, couple yards gained in there. It's 2 yards. Calabro on the hit. Ball spotted on Randolph's 35-yard line.
Derek Wright, unofficially 81 yards rushing.
He's had a bunch of carries as well, Wright. He's doing a pretty good job. The line, 9 carries. So you can figure it out, folks. It's 9 yards every time he touches the ball.
They're 0 for 1 on 4th down attempts.
They're 0 for 1 on 4th down. Okay, John, here's 4th down from Randolph's 35-yard line. They've got a eye left backfield. The counter over there to Lynch. Lynch running right. He's got a long way to go, and he's wrestled down over there. Bunch of Oilers on the play, making things happen. Looked like he was taken down over there, John Bond. Pagel was in on the hit, as well as a couple of other blue-shirted defenders for the Oilers. They turn it back over to the offense. So Boston gets shut down at 4:56 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Randolph will take possession once again. They'll take the ball at their own 31-yard line. Chris Noble going back in. Damon Nobile picked up their holding hands in the huddle there, John.
A spiritual type thing. You know, it's a togetherness. It's a team game.
Well, sure, you get the spirit going and ride it in. Here we go. Wide left, wide right. And it's given right up the middle. It's a hustling play. It looked like on the carry, John, it might have been Crowley down there. He carried it for a good gain on the play. Well, we're going to call it 5 yards as Crowley was motoring low to the ground and keeping those legs going. See, there's that shuffling, John. McGee's coming out. There's a couple. Cox and Waith come in. Who is it? Jerome Penn comes out. So it's another offensive alignment, but this Boston Braves team has held their own as they're leading in the ballgame 7-3. It's kind of an inverted eye. The give to the tailback looked like it was Waith, and he got stuffed. Check that. John says it's Jay McGee, and I believe him. Actually, it was Michael Waith. But that was Michael Waith. It's all right.
I've had way too much Pepsi.
We have the winning number now.
We have the winning number.
50 raffle. Please see Eddie Nye behind the Randolph Oiler bench. The winning number is 497011. That number once again, 497011. See Eddie Nye.
No, not even close.
Behind the Oiler bench with the white shirt on and the blue cap.
Here we go now. 3rd down, 3rd and about 3. They're 3 for 6 to give to Jay McGee, and he looks like he may have enough for the 1st down. So Randolph is trying to keep the ball in the offensive team's hands, and that's what they're doing on this play as they gave it to Jay McGee, and Jay McGee crossed that line at the 1st down territory. Another 1st down for the Randolph Oilers. Ball's going to be spotted at Randolph's 43-yard line.
8 first down for Randolph.
That's the 8th first down for the Randolph Oilers.
I don't know about you, but I've had way too much Pepsi.
Count me in. It's kind of an inverted eye or dyslexic eye, if you will. Chris Noble up under center, and the give to Michael Waith. Michael Waith running left, and he's taken down on the play. It was a nice tackle put on Waith by Roger Sumter. Submarined in there and got to Waith. The Waith picked up, we'll call it 3. Close to 3 yards. See, and the Coach Turner, I believe, John, is trying to keep this line and offensive squad fresh as he keeps sending different players in at different positions.
Now, Waith now with 40 yards rushing.
Also, now Terry Branch is in there for the Randolph Oilers. Former Hockomock Colt. And Sean Crowley is his partner in the backfield. The give is to Branch, and he gets stuffed back to the original line of scrimmage, and that is all. Good, solid defense being played down there by the Boston Braves as they stuff things up. That was a gain of only 1 by Branch. Good defense down here. The
third down opportunity again for Randolph. They're 4 for 7 tonight on third down opportunities. This one, and we're going to call it a third and a fat 6, sitting at the 47.
So there you have it. There's Randolph's predicament, if you will, or opportunity. McCoy is now in the backfield for the Oilers. Wide right. Oh, it's a drop ball. Noble picks it up and guns it down the field, and it's caught! A beautiful catch down there by Charlie McCoy. Gives it the first down to the Randolph offense, all the way down to the 20-yard line of Boston. So that's a big play. It looked like it was a broken play once that ball was dropped, but Chris Noble had the sense of mind to pick it up and just hum it down the field. He threw it down there, and Charlie McCoy was right under it, made the reception down to the 20-yard line. A 35-yard pass and catch for the Randolph offense gives them first down and 10 to go. Inside the 20, the ball spotted at Boston's 18-yard line.
When they go Broadway, they go on third down. They're 5 and 8. 5 for 8 now on third down.
So that's a great clip. So the timeout is taken on the field. With that timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching the EFL on ABT. Actually, John, that's the end of the EFL on ABT. We're back to bring you the fourth quarter. When it comes back to play, it's going to be a situation for the Randolph offense. Ball's going to be a looks like it's a first down over here, John. It's an inverted I. Wide left is Harding. Wide right is Ricky Witt. Noble, straight drop back. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's looking for Harding. Harding, touchdown! Mark Harding, a beautiful catch. What a throw by Chris Noble to find the open Mark Harding in the end zone. What a strike that was. Chris Noble with a nice lofting pass to Mark Harding, who was open in the end zone for the 17-yard touchdown pass to Mark Harding to up the score for the Randolph Oilers to 9 points. The extra point team is coming on the field. It was an 18-yard pass and catch, John, but that was a great play over there by Chris Noble to lead Harding, and he just had a sliver of end zone to stay in, kept his feet in bounds, got the signal for the touchdown and the 6 points. 7 points is up on the board. Ray Almeida to do the kicking through the hold of, oh, it's no good. Hit the bottom, hit the crossbar. But the Braves may have gotten a piece of it down there as the extra point is no good. But nevertheless, with 14:53 left to go here in the ball game, the Randolph Oilers score the touchdown. The extra point was failed. So with 14:53 left to go, we've got a score of the Randolph Oilers 9, the Boston Braves 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the EFL on ABT.
Pete, last year, Ray Almeida was perfect on point after touchdowns, 25 for 25. That's a big one now because Hyde Park is within a field goal. Although I mentioned it earlier, Hyde Park is not, or I should say Boston, my mistake. And apologies to the guys at Force Boston, the sports bar. But Boston now has a kicker with Mike Brown. So hold on, put the seatbelts on, and watch this one. Here comes another fantastic finish. A typical Oiler ball game.
And the ball's booted down deep. Joyce takes it at the 6-yard line, drops the ball, picks it up, gets back to his feet. There's a flag on the play. He gets out to about the 19-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. There was a little bit of confusion, I believe, on the Braves as Joyce dropped the ball, and then he may have been hit below the belt down there. Yep, that's just what it is, clipping against the receiving team. So that'll back up the Oilers, the Braves, and there is an Oiler down on the field hurt. But we're going to take a break right now, John. You're watching the E.F.L. on ABT. Well, they're taking Sean Crowley off the field, and that is bad news for the Randolph Oilers, as he is the blocking back to open things up for Wathan McGee. But right now we stand with 14:44 left to go in the ball game. Boston has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. At the 8-yard line, right after the penalty, is the straight-eye backfield. And it looks like Wright gets wrapped up right as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a yard, as some good submarining and hard-nosed play down there on the line of scrimmage was shown by the Randolph Oilers. Got right back into the backfield, and he's taken down by Gates and Craig down there. And as John said to the public out here, that he was assaulted. Brings up 2nd down and 11. So this Randolph defense looking to hold this Boston team to 4 downs and punt and try to get a couple points back, as they're trailing in the ball game 9-7. It's a straight-eye backfield set up once again for the Braves to give to the tailback. No, it's play action. Bradley looking over here. It's complete to Gideon. Gideon makes the reception about the 15-yard line. It was a nice tackle on the play by Pagel. Gideon gains a good chunk on the play. We'll call it 7 yards now. So it gives the offense of Boston a little bit of breathing room, but they're not out of harm's way, as it were, John, as they've got about they've got a long 3 yards to go to make the first, and the ball's spotted on their own 17-yard line. Here they come.
Pete, Boston is 0 for 4 on 3rd down conversions and throwing an 0 for 2 on 4th down conversions.
Well, this is a big one, as the ball is in their own territory. Ball spotted on the 17-yard line. The audible is in process right now. The pitch to White, and he has nowhere to go. Nowhere to go as this swarming and surging Randolph defense got right back into the backfield. Keith Egan down there, John King on the stop. Brings up a 4th down situation, just what the Randolph defense wanted. Actually, the whole team wanted that one, because they forced them into a punting situation minus yardage, as they've got about 4th and 12 to go. The time remaining is 12-12 and running. Brown will do the punting for the Braves. So Piccoli and Harding are both deep for the Oilers. They're standing on their own 44-yard line or so. Deep in the end zone of Boston stands Brown. He gets a high snap, it goes over his head, and that's 2 points. The game's tied.
That is a safety.
So the high snap, the center was a little bit overzealous down there and threw it way up over the kicker Brown's head. And it's check that, it's
9 plus 2 is 11. Let's use our fingers on this one just to confirm. 1, 2, right? Add that. All right.
No. It's not tied up, folks. It's 11-7.
Don't ever second guess my mathematics.
No, I thought something else. Forget it. Pardon me. I beg your pardon. It's 11-7 in favor of the hometown Oilers, and they'll be getting the ball back too as well, due to the safety, the high snap. Things are a little bit confusing up here in the booth, as the heat is getting to a lot of people up here. 11:48 left to go. Randolph takes a 4-point lead. That's a little bit of a cushion too.
That's right. There goes your field goal.
That's just it. So the center did the worst thing possible for this Boston club, as they had the momentum somewhat. They had the lead, but not anymore. Here we go. Here's the kickoff. The kickoff, it's going to be taken Martello from the 20. He's running left, and he's surged by the swarming Braves. 17-yard kick return by Martello brings the ball out to the 36-yard line of Randolph. We'll take a break. You're watching the EFL on ABT. Right up. No, Peter, wait a minute. And we're back. The EFL on ABT, 11:20 left to go in the ball game. The clock is running from the 37-yard line. Randolph has a first down in 10 situation. They have a straight eye backfield. It's a stutter step. It's a fumble. Fumble on the play. Looked like Jay McGee slipped on there, and it's a turnover. Fumble recovered by the Boston Braves, so it's a big turn of events once again for Boston. They catch the break. John, it looked like Jay McGee slipped coming out of the gate down there, and Nobile tried to give it to him as he was on the ground. The connection wasn't made. The handoff was not made, and ball fell to the ground, and one of the Boston Braves jumped right on top of it, and it gives the Boston Braves first down and 10 at Randolph's 33-yard line. So that's the third turnover. Could be a costly one by the Randolph Oilers with 11:03 left to go. Boston has a first down deep in Randolph territory as the ball is spotted on the 34-yard line. Whew! What do you know? It's a straight-eye backfield set up for Boston once again. Williams is the fullback, rights the tailback to throw towards the end zone. Gideon in and out of the hands of the receiver, Gillian. He was well covered down there, John. It looked like Dennehy, John Epps down there were on the coverage, but the ball was thrown right in the hands of the intended receiver, Gideon down there, and had he held on, that was a good chunk of real estate.
Find Gideon's Bible.
Go, John, go! So the incompletion brings up second down. Second down to 10 from the 34-yard line of Randolph. It's a pro set backfield for the Boston Braves. Straight drop back by Bradley. It's a screen set up to right. It goes in and out of the hands of Wright. That was close to fumble territory as they were not behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely, Peter. Mike Bradley, up until that point, has been a surgeon with his passing, 4 for 7 precision passing for only 14 yards, but they've been strategic strikes at that.
Bradley back in. He was replaced early in the game by the run and shoot quarterback Derek Young.
Guess what down it is that Boston loathes to see in this game?
Third down? They're 0 for 5 in third down are the Braves. It's 10:33 left to go in the ball game. The offense of Boston in the huddle, and they're getting ready to come out. It's a third down situation. Third down to 10. And they've got that straight eye backfield once again. Williams and Wright. Williams is the up man, Wright's the tailback. So they've got one wide out. Oh, I don't know. We're going to have to wait for the official indication as both teams were moving. That's what I figured, that it was moving along the offensive line that drew the Oilers offside. So it is against the offense. It'll back them up. Make it third and a millennium now.
10 for 60 penalties, Boston.
Boston has been penalized 10 times for 60 yards. They're keeping it in double digits this year, I think.
Yeah, we said if they get penalized, they play well. They're getting penalized and they're playing well.
Well, Randolph has something to say about that in this half, I think. They're coming out, are the Braves, with a situation looks like it's 3rd and 15. It's a straight eye backfield with Williams and Wright, and James is wide right, and he pitches to Wright. Wright scooting his way towards the middle of the line. He gained about 6 yards on the play, but that's almost a 7-yard gain, but Kelly stops him well short of the first down, brings up a 4th down situation. 4th down, we'll call it about 7 yards to go. Ball be spotted on the Randolph 32-yard line. Maine going to be going for it on 4th down with 9:59 and running left to go.
I don't know how you can see into Maine. It's Boston going for it. They're 0 for 2 on fourth down, Pete.
Well, it's New England. It's 0 for 4 on fourth down. It's 0 for 2. Straight eye backfield. The look-in pass. Flags all over the place. Looks like he was intending Brian James to get that look-in pass, but it's a penalty. It looks like it's going to be against the offense. If it is, John, I'm sure the defense will accept the penalty and make it fourth and even longer to go.
The penalty is against Boston, an illegal procedure.
It is against the offense.
It is Randolph's ball.
The Oilers decline it and take over. So with 9:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Randolph in possession of the ball once again as their offense is back on the field. They'll have a 1st and 10 situation from their own 31-yard line. Randolph Oilers trying to keep that offensive team out there and keep this try to keep this club tired.
I didn't get a word of that. Pete, Randolph has only had the ball for 52 seconds in this fourth quarter.
Thank you. That's what I was getting to until you looked at me. There's Jay McGee. Got a nice gain on the play, following the blocking on the right side of the line. He got about 4 on that carry. That was McGee, I do believe. Oh, John, you were right. I do believe, John, you were right. So what else is new? 9:14 and running left to go. It's a second down for the Oilers. Second and about 6. As they've got that straight eye backfield once again. Looks like Waite is the tailback. Wide left is Ricky Witt, and looks like the defense may have jumped offside.
Waite with the carry.
Waite with the carry, and penalty markers all over the field. Looks like, John, it looked like the defense may have jumped off and made connection on the offensive line, but we're going to see. Chris, we'll have to see what the referee indicates it is. It's encroachment against the defense. So it's going to make it a second down and even shorter, as it's going to be second down and about 2 yards to go from Randolph's 40-yard line. 11 for 65. These Braves have been penalized, well short of the average for the High Park Cowboys, but they're not Cowboys anymore, brother. They're Braves. We've got a second down and short here. Second down and about 2 for Randolph. Ball sitting on the Randolph 40-yard line. They give to the tailback McGee, and he shoots his way into first down territory. Jay McGee, another first down carry for the Randolph Oilers. They're doing what they want to do, is wear down this defense. Boston trying to get with it. They've given up 10 first downs to this Randolph offense thus far in the ball game. There's 8 minutes left to go and running, but they're still out there, and that's not what Boston likes to see. Ball spotted at Randolph's 45-yard line. It's a first down and 10 situation. It's a straight eye backfield set up once again. Give it to the tailback. Looks like it's Waite, and he's swarmed over as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Good defensive surge by the middle of the line of Boston. They're a tough club in there. There's Al Gillians and Larry Celester, Doug Hernan, Frank Garden down there, stuffing things up in the middle of the line. It's actually a loss on the play. Loss of about a half a yard.
I think we finally stopped perspiring, Pete, after this blistering heat.
Well, it's cooled down a bit, but the heat's just getting hot on the field now. It's 11-7 in favor of the hometown Randolph Oilers. We've got a second down, pass over the middle, incomplete. It was thrown a little bit prematurely by Noble. He was trying to get Harding down there, but Harding may have slipped and fell down there. Noble threw it to the ground. Smart play, brings up third down.
Chris Noble, unofficially 3 for 8, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 74 yards.
Well, Chris Noble's done a good job. He's done a good job quarterbacking this offense, and just a couple of mistakes, but they're not really costing him at this juncture.
Randolph 5 for 8 on third down opportunities.
So 5 for 8 are the Oilers, and they've got another one. This is a big one at the 45-yard line. Here we go. Straight drop back by Noble. Noble looking for McCoy. McCoy tries the over the shoulder, but it was well defensed down there by the defensive backfield of Boston. Steve Johnson on the coverage down there didn't give McCoy any room to make that reception. We're going to take a break right now at 6:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. The EFL on ABT. So, 6:41 left to go in the ball game. We're back. Ricky Witt's going to be is doing the punting for the Oilers. Back deep for the Boston Braves. It looks like it's Martello. No, it's a long kick, John. That reached the end zone on the fly down there. That was wow, a 55-yard run by Ricky Witt on the fly, John. That was an incredible punt. They may take 20 off, but we're going to take a break once again on ABT. Boston coming back to the ball with 6:32 left to go in the ball game. First down and 10 from the Boston 20-yard line. Straight eye backfield in Mitchell and Wright. The wing back. It's a fumble down there. The Randolph Oilers are waving that they have it, and they do. It's a turnover by the Braves to give it back to the Oilers. Woo! So, when we come back, it's going to be Randolph, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of Boston. The Randolph Oilers have the ball once again, John. The offense has the ball in Boston territory. It's spotted about the 18-yard line. Noble's up under center. He gives it to tailback Jay McGee, and he squirms his way to about a 5-yard gain. Now the clock is working in Randolph's favor as Jay McGee picked up a good chunk. We'll call it 5 on the play. Makes it 2nd down at 5, and you see the switching and maneuvering by this Randolph offense. Jay McGee coming out, Mark Harding coming out, Ricky Witt coming out. Going in is Terry Branch. Of course, he's from Hockomock. He was one of the leading rushers for the past few years in the EFL, I do believe.
A short yardage specialist.
Here we are down in short yard territory. In the quick count, the pitch over to Michael Wade, trying to turn the left corner. Dives his way for a 2-yard gain. He looked like he was going to make it around the corner, but the quick-footed defense of Boston shut it down. He did. He moved it upfield, John. He got enough for the 1st down. So another 1st down for the Randolph Oilers. At 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Gives Randolph 1st and goal to go from Boston's 6-yard line. That's the 11th 1st down of the ball game for the Randolph Oilers. A lot coming in the second half as they've really owned this half of play. We're going to take another break down here on ABT. We'll be right back. You're watching the EFL on ABT. 4:42 left to go in the ball game. It's a 1st down situation for the Randolph Oilers. 1st and goal to go from Boston's 6-yard line. It's a pro set backfield in motion now. The give is to down there. It's a turning and running play by Terry Branch. He gets close to the goal line, but he's stopped short by the
Jerome Penn's involved in the play.
Boston defense. So they're moving it down closer to the goal. 2nd down and goal to go. The ball's going to be spotted about the 2-yard line. Clock is working in Randolph's favor as there's about 4:15 and 4:10 and running left to go in the ball game. So that was a big big mishap by the Boston Braves to give 2 points to this Randolph club.
And Pete, our old pal Kevin Trunley has done some serious blocking in there the last this entire drive.
Good old Trunley. How you doing out there, Tron? Good job. This Randolph club, we like to see it, John. They're moving the ball, and that the offense has come together in the second half. From the 2, the pro set backfield. Noble, quarterback sneak. He's close. We're going to have to wait. He may have been stopped short down there. Chris Noble trying to put his head down and try to get into that pay dirt. He's stopped short. The goal line defense stops the quarterback of Randolph short of the touchdown. It's going to be 3rd down and a couple of centimeters to get that touchdown. We'll call it 1. There's 3:10 and running left to go in the ball game.
Randolph 5 for 9 on 3rd down conversion.
That's a big statistic, folks. That's one of the keys to this Randolph lead right now and possible victory. There's only 2:52. It looks like Branch and Waith are back in the backfield. The give is to Branch, and he's stopped. Goal line stand exhibited by the Boston Braves. Stopped the Randolph Oilers on a 3rd down attempt. That was an incredible tackle in there as one of the Boston Braves got into the backfield and grabbed Branch and held him short. It was Cornell Cannon on the stop down here. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and goal to go from the 2, and Chris Noble is going back in there, so they're going to be going for it here. This is the biggest play of the ball game. There's 2:10 and running left to go. They may get this one off before the 2-minute warning. We're going to have to see. There's 2:04. They're not going to get it off, John. I think Chris Noble's just going to take that. Oh, no, he takes it and goes right in. Touchdown. No. Yes, touchdown. Chris Noble on the quarterback sneak. So with 2 minutes exactly left to go in the ball game, Chris Noble, quarterback, snuck it in from the 1-yard line to up the score for Randolph. 2. We're going to call it 17 to 7, and Ray Almeida is down on the field, ready to try the extra point. That was quite a drive by the Randolph Oilers.
Pete, the play should have been stopped by the officials because the 2-minute warning came before the snap, for whatever it's worth.
Well, it's a good argument, and we have the timekeeper, the time jotted down. No, the time jotted here on tape. Oh, I said it. We don't have it on video, but goodness me, it's a touchdown for the Oilers to take the lead, 17 to 7. Ray Almeida trying the extra point.
Delay of game, Randolph.